This movie gets 5 bananas out of 5 according to the NoMoreStinkyMonkeys.com website, which makes it a classic. As you may or may not know, I have never been a Star Trek fan, neither now or as a kid. While I enjoy plenty of other sci-fi stories, Star Trek always left me cold. I saw perhaps 3 or 4 episodes in their entirety from their original series. Kirk and Spock and the boys were such stiff actors, and the shows were filled with such dry dialogue that I just couldn't find the heart to be interested in it. And even when they were trying to be funny, it always came across as really corny to me. Even the action scenes seemed silly in an era when I was used to watching good fight scenes, like on shows like Barretto and Starsky and Hutch. Of all the newer versions, I guess I like Next Generation the best because I admire Patrick Stewart's acting. He seems like a real captain, someone I'd be proud to follow. Now this prequel, this reintroduction to the series, has been brought to us by the people who made Alias and Lost. JJ Abrams was signed on to direct this new film, and the funny thing is that he was like me, not a fan growing up. But boy, does he get it right. This is a Star Trek for both a new generation and an old one. My buddy Paul is a huge Star Trek fan. He loved this movie. He felt all the characters were done right. And while I'm not a big fan of remakes, I have to applaud when one is done perfectly. The last time I could say that was Tommy Lee Jones' The Fugitive. We went to see a midnight showing of this film tonight, the night before it officially opens, and I'm so happy we did. The new Captain Kirk is played by Chris Pine, and he has all the swagger of William Shatner's version, even before he signs off of Starfleet. I'm hit and miss with my knowledge of the history of Star Trek, so I'm assuming they got everyone's background story right. Like that Kirk is the son of a Starfleet commander who gets killed saving his own people, and that Spock is a son of a Vulcan father and a human mother, and therefore has logic and feelings to conflict with. This time Spock is played by Zachary Quinto, who is one of the stars of TV's Heroes. He's a dead ringer for Leonard Nimoy, so it's great casting. He even has his analytical mind and brooding down perfectly. All the actors are great, filling the roles of Uhura, Bones McCoy, Scotty, Sulu, and Chekhov. They could have hammed it up and just done impressions, but they infused these characters with their own personalities, while occasionally shouting their signature lines to big applause. The action in this Star Trek is fast, furious, and incredibly exciting. The screenplay is well thought out and very funny at times. The bad guys, called Romulans, are evil, but with some good reasons. The Hulk's Eric Bana plays the head Romulan, Nero, and he oozes hate. The set designs are eye-popping, and the special effects are all major, especially for the Earthbound scenes. Let me tell you, a 9-year-old James T. Kirk is a hell of a fun kid to watch. Even the pings that emanate from the Enterprise are updated, but sound wonderful. There was nothing slow or campy about this Star Trek, and nothing corny either. It takes what's worked best from the old and gave it life with some new ideas. So many surprises and so much fun. It's a Star Trek that both a die-hard fan and a person who never cared for the series can love. And that's the best kind of remake. So as Spock says, live long and prosper. From the Predator.